Linked Banner of the Spark may not be a game that you have heard of, because I definitely hadn't heard of it when I saw an opportunity to check out this game on social media. It has released out of early access and it's on its 1.0, so all the content is in the game. It's available now on PC, Xbox, and PlayStation. And I must say, it's been a really, really pleasant surprise finding out about this game. It's an action RPG where you are not only fighting with the robot resistance and like fighting against evil robots with, you know, the high octane fighting and the RPG elements with like stats and skills and weaponry, but there's also this really chill part of the game where you can come back and build up the town for the resistance as you save more and more robots and kind of just have this really nice chill environment. So the game really blends this really high octane exciting adventure with this very chill element, and I think they did it really well, and it's just been so much fun. Like, I've honestly been playing this not even on stream. I did a stream of this game and I've been really, really enjoying it. Like, personally, I think it's a really great game. But first, I want to say a big shout out to Disobey, who posted that social media thing saying, hey, you guys want to check out a game like this? And the Linked team, they've been so great to work with behind the scenes. They gave me the opportunity to be a content partner and sending over a key for the game and the DLC so I could check it all out. And it in no way changes my opinions on the game. I'm going to be honest, this game is, I probably would have bought this game like if I had heard of it prior. Like, I would have probably been checking it out because it's so much, like, that's why I'm so surprised I haven't heard about it, because it's right up my alley. It's got all these elements I really love in games. I genuinely, honestly, was a little skeptical going in because I had never heard of it. I was like, well, I've never heard of this. And, you know, I gave it a try, and it's honestly been, like I said, such a fun, happy surprise. And I really think if you like RPGs and stuff, like, you should check it out. It's a really good game. I feel like more people need to be talking about how good this game is. You can fight wave of enemies solo or in co-op, and you can do a lot of quests for the robots that you do save in town. You can get better weapons, cosmetics, so much more. It's really fun to prep for the boss fights. The way that these, they're almost like dungeons the way it works. So you basically go, you can get your stuff upgraded with the blacksmith after you save that character. You can get your stuff, like different weapons upgraded, but these upgrades don't necessarily apply to each weapon until you're in the level. And then you go in the level, and as you're playing through the level, at the end of each wave or level you finish, you actually have to decide on the go which upgrades you're going to apply to your weapons or which ones you're going to pick up. And I thought that was really cool. It keeps you on your toes, and it really was fun, like, and exciting to be kind of strategizing, like, what weapon maybe am I personally good with all of these different robots, or the type of robots that you're fighting in each of these levels, because there's many different, you know, versions of these little mini bosses, or these little you know, heavies and stuff, and then you have the boss fight that's going to come up. So it was really interesting, like, doing those upgrades on the go with your weapons, and I really liked it. And so at the end of, you know, a whole entire thing, when you've got the boss fight and you've saved maybe another bot, it resets. So the next time you go into another level, you're not necessarily going to have like a level 3 sword or something. You basically have to do it again, but it'll give you those upgrades faster as you do stuff with the blacksmith. So make sure you're always going back to the blacksmith and, you know, working on those weapons, so that when you are in the game, you do have the option to get really strong weapons as you're upgrading. You get more and more powerful as you go through, and I really like that, especially when I was live streaming. Like, if you saw that live stream, I was really excited by the time I got to a boss fight. And if a boss fight was hard, I was like, I got to do some upgrades. And it was like, you know, you really got to strategize how you're going to use the different buffs and things. Like, you can get shields, and you can get all these, there's all these different skill trees in RPG fashion that you can use to upgrade things. Like, you have this grabbing claw kind of, it's kind of like a weapon, but more like a tool that you can use as a weapon to pull enemies close to you, or for you to pull yourself closer. You can upgrade that and do various different moves with it. You kind of can customize that build as much as you want to fight the way you like. And the animations are so good on these fighting weapons. I was so blown away by them. I just really loved it. And again, like, I'm so surprised I hadn't heard of this game until I saw this X post or Twitter post, and I was like, what is that? Like, that seems like something I'd like. And you don't have to go alone. Eventually you can start bringing, because obviously these robots are part of the resistance, you can start like bringing them with you. Some of the more chill tasks, like cooking food and stuff, can kind of buff them so that they can keep getting stronger and level up. And as your friendship levels up with them, and you give them these certain meals maybe they like, so you collect all the ingredients for these meals, you give it to them, they'll level up and get stronger, and then you can actually take them into battle with you, and they can help you out. So you have like a little buddy. So if you don't have like people to play the game with in real life, you have these really awesome robot buddies and friends you can bring with you, and it's really awesome. And I just really like that aspect. I unlocked that recently, and I was like, this is so awesome. Like, I'm having so much fun. On the more chill, cozy side, when you come back, you know, because you maybe have just saved someone, sometimes they have a profession like blacksmith, chef, maybe they're like a builder, and so you kind of build their little shop or house, you decide where it goes. It's really easy to just quickly edit the town. You can move anything anywhere you want. And then you can even have like paths, and you can unlock things to make it really look like this little village. And I really like that because I like those aspects of games as well. And so the way that they've tied those two together, like I mentioned, is just so much fun. Like, you continue to be friends with these robots. They'll have little tasks or things going on as that are like side from the story, like side quests with all these robots. And then there's the main story that you can follow. Some of these robots want to get better at fighting, so they ask you to take them specifically on certain kind of like adventures, or like if you want to upgrade a certain weapon, there's like a certain way to go and upgrade it to help one robot with his memories. Like, it's really, like I'm telling you, it's so in-depth and fun. It also works really good on Steam Deck. So you do log in on their servers. You don't use Steam's cloud system. You use their servers to save all of your stuff. I think you can only have one save at a time. You can't have multiple saves because it's kind of like locked to your character. So, and to your account, everything's locked to your account. So even if you were to delete your save, any like DLC and stuff you unlocked, it would go into your new save, because I did that just to see if that would be the case. It is the case. You will keep your stuff attached to your account. With the Steam Deck, because you do take it offline, you're probably thinking like, how do we take it offline? There is an option to play offline. So I made sure I played between my PC and the Steam Deck to see if I would lose any of my saves. It always asks you, like, what I would recommend is before you leave the house with your Steam Deck, make sure that you take, if your cloud save, like if you played on your PC and that's your newest save, make sure you go in quick on the internet, take your cloud save so it's on your Steam Deck, and then you can actually tell the game to play in offline mode, and then it will just play and it will save, and when you connect to the internet again, it'll go back to their server. So it just doesn't work through the Steam Cloud, which is kind of interesting and in a way a good thing, because I find sometimes Steam Cloud's a little bit unreliable for some games, not everything, but I have had issues of entire saves getting deleted before between Steam Deck and PC. So definitely that's really interesting, but that would be my recommendation, because there were some times I wanted to try the offline and I realized I was playing like an older version of the save because I didn't tell it that it needed to look into the cloud first. But that was at the time of my playing. Maybe it'll prompt you even if you click on that, but just do that so you don't accidentally like leave your house planning to play it on the go, because it does run pretty well on the deck. It gets a little warm, the battery does die a little quick, you do got to turn a lot of the settings down, but otherwise it was working pretty well, and I was enjoying it. It did sometimes have some stuttering issues, but I think that could be just because I was trying to play it on medium, so just turn those settings down. And then when I did that, it was fine. And I did try it on docked on TV as well, and I did have some of those stuttering issues, but again, it could be the resolution. You might need to lower it and stuff like that. Sometimes you got to play with it. So it is a game you got to play with, but it did work. I did get it to work and was able to play the game on there. There's also an absolute ton of customization options for your character, especially if you get the DLC. It's not super expensive, so you could bundle it, and I believe it's available on all the platforms the game is available on. And there's so many customization options that you can get in the game, from again doing things like fishing, or gardening, or like making paths, or like helping robots on their stuff. They'll give you blueprints when you help them with their like quests and stuff like that. There's just so much that you can unlock, cosmetics with your weapons and yourself with your robots. You can change the colors of them. It's so much, and it's so fun, so you can really have a unique character for you any way that you want it. Overall, if you enjoy action RPGs and town builders, this is a really good marriage between the two of those games. Again, like I said, I think it blends them really well, and I've really enjoyed it so far. Linked, Banner of the Spark may be for you. It has the best of both worlds. It's definitely for me, in my personal opinion, and I'm truly still shocked. I did not hear about this game until it was just about to go to its 1.0 release. Like, I'm truly like so shocked. So share this game if you think you know someone who's gonna enjoy it, because it's got all these awesome elements of games and it blends them together, like I said. And so more people, I think, definitely would like this game. I wish I could see how the co-op works. My brother wasn't sure if he wanted to check it out, but I think it's a game he would like as well, because of that RPG like dungeon element. It's so much fun. And yeah, I can't say enough good things about this game. I truly love it. I do want to stream it again in the future because I'm having a blast with it off stream, and I just think it's so much fun. So thank you again, and big shout out to Disobey and the Linked team for giving me the opportunity again to be a content partner for the game and sending over keys and DLC. I appreciate that so very much. That support on the channel is incredible because I am such a small channel, and I really appreciate those opportunities and really wanted to get a video out after playing the game for some time so that those of you who maybe don't see my streams or enjoy streams can still know about this game because it's so cool, and I think more people need to know about it because it really is just so much fun. Like, I really, really enjoy it. Just so many good games are coming out. Like, there's so many, y'all. And I'm not lying to you. I really did have a really good time with this one. Thank you so much for watching and supporting the video. We recently reached just over 2,400 subscribers, so thank you all so much. I appreciate that support. If you want to see more videos, there are more videos weekly. There are live streams. There are little demo playthroughs of stuff. There's lots of content, so be sure to stick around if you want to see more. Thank you so much for being here. Remember to stay safe, hug your loved ones, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.